For the first time in several weeks, Monday Night Raw actually had a better show than SmackDown this week, man. Tonight, SmackDown Live, disappointed. Let's talk about it. What is going on, guys? JD from New York here. Thank you so much for tuning back into the channel. Tonight, November 22nd, 2016, your official SmackDown Live review. The fallout from the 2016 Survivor Series. Brock Lesnar versus Bill Goldberg. Now, you guys know how I've been Team SmackDown. I have bled blue since this brand extension went into effect. And I can honestly say tonight, with a straight face to you guys know how I feel about Monday Night Raw. But I gotta give credit where credit is due, man. Monday Night Raw had the better show this week. Tonight, SmackDown didn't feel important. I don't think SmackDown really made a push for TLC all that important. I thought SmackDown tonight was full of too many commercials, which is a common theme every single fucking week across WWE programming on the USA Network. Too many commercials, a lot of filler, a lot of interference in tonight's show. A lot of bickering from the announce team, not letting Mauro Ranallo talk. JBL cutting off Mauro Ranallo. David Otunga speaking too much and not getting Mauro Ranallo involved more. There's a lot going on that I did not like about SmackDown, and it just wasn't a good show tonight, man. It did not flow like it usually has been. And Monday Night Raw had the better show. Now, Monday Night Raw wasn't all that fantastic. It wasn't even good. But comparing the two shows side by side, there was more positives on Monday Night Raw as compared to SmackDown. So that's just my opening, in regards to SmackDown tonight. Let me know what you guys are thinking down below. I know I didn't enjoy it. For the most part, most of you on Twitter, from what I gauged, really didn't enjoy it. There was a lot that really wasn't enjoyable on tonight's show. There was a few things here and there that I will go over in this review that we'll talk about, but overall it was a thumbs down show for SmackDown Live tonight. The show opened up with Shane McMahon. Shane McMahon comes out and he's walking gingerly to the ring. Obviously he got fucked up at Survivor Series. He took a beating. He put Braun Strowman through the announce table, flying off the top rope, delivering an elbow drop to Braun Strowman. And as you guys know, I believe he suffered a slight concussion at the Survivor Series in a botched spot with Roman Reigns as he was trying to do coast to coast on Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns nailed the spear, but instead of nailing it and timing it correctly, Shane McMahon's head bounced off the mat in a blown spot. And a lot of people feared for Shane McMahon, but he did end up okay. I'm surprised to see him on SmackDown tonight after that vicious, scary bump at the Survivor Series. So he comes out walking gingerly. A lot of fans in Ontario, which, again, was another negative to the show. Very, very piss-poor crowd. Very quiet. Sat on their hands all night. Really didn't add anything to the show whatsoever. But in the opening, they chanted, "You still got it," to Shane McMahon. He praised his Team Raw. He thanked Jericho and Owens and everybody involved. He thanked Roman Reigns, even though it was an unpopular decision, for bringing out the competitiveness in Survivor Series, and he's glad that SmackDown got the win on Sunday night. He's not happy with AJ Styles and Dean Ambrose. Obviously, he's not happy with Dean Ambrose because Dean Ambrose and AJ Styles clearly on the same team. Dean Ambrose helped eliminate his own tag team partner by having a mini Shield reunion with that triple powerbomb spot, which is probably the best spot of that match. Triple powerbomb, once again, by all three former members of the Shield, Ambrose, Reigns, Rollins, as they fought off security guards. Security guards tried to tame Ambrose at the Survivor Series. Reigns and Rollins interfered in that and beat up everybody, and then in the end delivered the triple powerbomb to AJ Styles through the announce desk. Shane McMahon clearly not happy with that. Shane is very serious. Ambrose keeps bumping into him. He keeps patting him on the shoulder. He keeps hitting his chest. And, Shane McMahon is like, will you please stop touching me? I'm fucking sore as a motherfucker right now. Do not touch me. And Shane McMahon, after thanking everybody, after thanking Monday Night Raw, he wants to thank one man in particular for helping SmackDown Live become successful at the Survivor Series. Not AJ, not Dean, clearly, not Randy Orton, not Bray Wyatt, but he wants to thank, personally, James Ellis. James Ellsworth, you fucking asshole. So James Ellsworth is being thanked by Shane McMahon, and the reason why he's being thanked is because he took out Braun Strowman. He did something that nobody else did. Even when Shane McMahon put him through a table, James Ellsworth was the one to slay the beast. Not literally, but he eliminated or helped in the elimination of Braun Strowman at the Survivor Series. And that was a huge part of what made Team SmackDown victorious at Survivor Series. So he has a surprise for Ellsworth, and Dean Ambrose is, letting the cat out of the bag. He didn't even let Shane McMahon reveal the surprise to Ellsworth personally himself. Rumors going around, Ellsworth is not taking independent dates anymore. He is not taking any indie dates. He's not doing anything independent-wise. He is with the WWE. He is a full-fledged, contracted employee to World Wrestling Entertainment. This has been made official this week. So James Ellsworth is officially touring with SmackDown. Good for him. I'm just tired of seeing him in the main event, which I'll talk about in a second. So Shane McMahon wanted to announce that James Ellsworth is now contracted completely to SmackDown, and out comes AJ Styles. He goes on a rant saying that Ellsworth didn't do anything to deserve this. You're not AJ Styles. If there's anybody that deserves a contract, it's me. What have you fought for? What have you done to earn a contract? I'm the WWE champion. Look what I've done all year. I am the greatest, just bragging about himself. And AJ is so upset that Shane is pandering to James Ellsworth that he wants a warm-up match for TLC. TLC is happening in 2 weeks. It's going to be Ambrose and Styles in a WWE Championship match, TLC match, tables, ladders, and chairs. So Styles wants a warm-up match, and he's like, I want you to fight for what Shane McMahon is giving you. Fight me in a ladder match tonight, contract hanging above the ring. If you grab the contract, you will have earned this opportunity to be with SmackDown. If not, you are gone. And at this point, I tweeted, I'm like, are they still going on with this James Ellsworth bullshit? I mean, I don't have any problem with James Ellsworth. I don't. I really don't. I have a problem with WWE not sitting down and thinking about anything creatively to do with Styles and Ambrose that doesn't involve James Ellsworth. James Ellsworth, for months now, has been the cog that has held this feud together. He's been the fucking super glue that has held this feud together. It's like Styles and Ambrose don't even have a real grudge with each other. They simply have a grudge with each other because James Ellsworth has gone back and forth. He is the piece to this entire puzzle. They're fighting over Ellsworth. Ellsworth is the catalyst for this feud. Styles and Ambrose don't have anything to do with one another outside of James Ellsworth. And James Ellsworth, someone posted to me on Twitter, which is very alarming. And I'm going to state it to you guys right now. Someone tweeted me, I don't know who you are, but thank you for bringing this to my attention. God honest truth. Completely 100% factual. James Ellsworth has more main event matches than Sami Zayn does on the main roster. How pathetic is that? Sami Zayn, someone who should be given a true opportunity to shine in the WWE. James Ellsworth has more main event matches on SmackDown than Sami Zayn does in his entire tenure on the main roster so far since being called up from NXT. That's a damn fucking shame. And if you're okay with that, you're an asshole. You clearly are an asshole. I have no problem with James Ellsworth. I have a problem with him being in the main event every single fucking week. There's no reason for it anymore. It was funny the first 2 weeks. WWE, instead of ending it after 2 weeks, they drag it on for 2 months. They don't know when to quit. It's like a fucking asshole sitting at the bar. Flag him. Tap him out. Cut off his fucking supply. Instead, the bartender has the fucking asshole keep ordering drink after drink after drink. and he's fucking clearly drunk, and then they don't call him a fucking cab. Overkill. Overkill with Ellsworth. Cut this guy off and get him out of the fucking main event. We are dangerously close to ending the WWE calendar year for 2016. When we start getting into the stretch of WrestleMania season, and the Royal Rumble starts coming up and the build begins for the Royal Rumble, I better not see this fucking clown anywhere near the main event. End it. And hopefully it ends at TLC. Other than that, I don't have any problem with him. I have a problem with him being the main catalyst for two of your biggest guys on the roster fighting over the WWE Championship. That's just me. Let me know what you guys think about that. We got a segment backstage. Daniel Bryan interrupts the Miz and Maurice. They're obviously having a photo shoot of some sort. It's Miz giving. Instead of Thanksgiving, we're celebrating Miz giving. I wish the Miz would give back the Intercontinental Championship to Dolph Ziggler. That's what I would like for Thanksgiving. But that's not happening. It might happen at TLC, being that Daniel Bryan booked the Miz and Dolph Ziggler in a ladder match at TLC. This pay-per-view is shaping up to be damn fucking good. And I'm excited for it, man. 2 weeks away, TLC shaping up to be a damn good pay-per-view. Certainly outshining Cockblock by Monday Night Raw. So, The Miz is asking Daniel Bryan why is he not congratulating him for keeping the Intercontinental title on SmackDown. And Daniel Bryan says, listen, you did your job. You don't need any congratulations. You did what you were supposed to as a SmackDown employee. So, he's like, you wanna defend the Intercontinental Championship at Survivor Series, you're going to do the same thing tonight? And he books Kalisto versus The Miz in an impromptu Intercontinental Championship match. You guys know what happened to Kalisto on Sunday night. He got fucked out of the Cruiserweight title thanks to Baron Corbin. So, Miz makes that match, and that's the first match to start the show off. Nothing really impressive here. Match went about 7 minutes. Skull-crushing finale. Miz beat Kalisto with his finishing move. I wonder what happened and what resulted in this finish. Cue Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin, and I don't know what happened here. I don't know if the fucking truck in the back fucked up. They panned to the fucking crowd as if somebody was about to come out, and then they quickly shot back to Kalisto as he was climbing the top rope. And Kalisto was looking out, waiting to see if Baron Corbin was out there. He wasn't out there, and all of a sudden he's on the apron. I don't know who fucked up. Somebody might have fucked up here. I don't know if Baron Corbin was late getting to where he was supposed to be. I don't know if Kalisto was fucking up. I don't know if the camera crew fucked up. Somebody was late and somebody fucked up somewhere, because it looked very awkward. But Baron Corbin comes in, distracts Kalisto, results in a skull-crushing finale. After the end of the match, we have Corbin laying out Kalisto with a End of Days. I drew a blank there for a second. End of Days, my finishing move, my favorite finishing move in all of WWE. As The Miz is walking up the ramp, Dolph Ziggler comes up from behind, sneak attacks him, super kick to The Miz, and that was that. And we get a announcement prompting that match for TLC. I can't wait. I think that is going to be a great match, and Daniel Bryan clearly stated that this is the end for both The Miz and Dolph Ziggler and this feud over the Intercontinental Championship. After this match, both men will go their separate ways. So I'm happy to hear about that. It's going to be nice to see Ziggler and The Miz get into something fresh as we turn the page into 2017. Alexa Bliss wants to talk to Daniel Bryan about her Women's Championship match. Becky Lynch walks in. Natalia walks in. This entire segment was fucking cringe. Natalia comes in with the fucking whistle, talks her way, I should say, into a championship match or non-title match with Becky Lynch. So they are slated to go one-on-one tonight. Alexa is getting her match at TLC. And I hope WWE makes some type of stipulation here with Becky and Alexa, possibly a women's TLC match. We have 1 week left to go. We got one SmackDown left for that announcement to be made. I don't think it's going to happen, because I don't think WWE wants to have the women outshine, the women on SmackDown outshine the Raw women. That's just my take on that. But it should be a great match nonetheless, and Becky Lynch is going to be giving Alexa another title shot after that fuck finish a couple of weeks back when Alexa's foot was clearly on the rope. So she is getting her rematch at TLC. This entire segment was cringe. Becky Lynch, there's a rumor going around, and I'm not sure if this is credible or not, that Becky wants to turn heel. I honestly think if she continues to deliver promos like she does, I think a heel turn is going to be very welcome. Because she is absolutely fucking cringe. I don't know what the fuck she's on when she's in front of the camera, but she is absolutely god-awful. And I can understand why Kevin Dunn doesn't want her to speak. At this point, I might be on the same page as... I might be on the same page as Kevin Dunn, bro. Because if she's going to fucking do what she does tonight, every single week when she's in front of a camera and a microphone, man, I don't want her to say nothing. Cringe. Natty's already cringe. Becky added more cringe to that segment than I would have liked. So, I don't know what the fuck's going on. And Shane McMahon, I forgot to mention this in the beginning. I apologize. I'm not all here today. Shane McMahon wants Dean Ambrose out of the fucking building. He wants him out of the building. He wants him off SmackDown. This was the recurring theme throughout the entire show. Shane McMahon kicks Dean Ambrose out of the fucking building. He comes back in this segment. He comes back in this segment, and he's got fucking pizza with him. Now, if you guys were watching SmackDown, you guys know I'm from New York. I know me a good fucking pizza pie, bro. I don't know what the fuck was in that box. It looked like nothing but a mountain of cheese and absolutely no crust, man. I don't know what the fuck was it. It actually looked fake. It looked like a plastic fucking pizza pie. If you guys are watching me in Ontario, if there's any guys from Ontario watching me, please don't tell me that is how you make pizza. I mean, some of you were tweeting at me, JD, Toronto has good pizza. Some people across certain parts of the United States, JD, I'm in Iowa. We got some damn good fucking pizza over here. Listen, pizza in New York is iconic, but I don't know what the fuck that is. Dean Ambrose hands Shane McMahon a half-eaten slice of pizza. It looked absolutely fucking disgusting. That was a sad fucking state of affairs if you call that pizza, bro. Seriously. I don't know what the fuck that was. Tag Team Turmoil. We got a Tag Team Turmoil match. And the rules of this match are simple. Two teams start off. One team gets eliminated. The next team comes out. So it's rinse and repeat. I was excited for this match. And I like the tag team division on SmackDown, or at least I want to like it. I want certain teams to be pushed more than others, but that doesn't seem to be happening nowadays. But I can't enjoy this match when a lot of it was commercial until the final two teams. We had American Alpha winning this Tag Team Turmoil match with a grand amplitude to Jey Uso. This match went 21 minutes. It didn't feel like it because there was fucking 2 commercial breaks. Gauntlet match. Winner of this gets a title shot at TLC. Ascension and the Hype Bros start off the match, and Hype Rider to the Ascension. Ascension is gone. We get Breezango coming out next, and I want to see more of these guys, man. The Fashion Police. They should really change their fucking name. I mean, if this is the gimmick that they're going to go with, and you're going to dress them up as fucking police officers who hand out tickets because they don't have a good sense of fashion, call them the Fashion Police instead of Breezango. You're obviously swinging them in the direction of that gimmick, so change the fucking name. They got a new look. They got a new outfit style. They don't need to be called Breezango anymore, but whatever the fuck they're doing, whatever they're going to be called, I want to see more of them. This team has potential if you push them in the right direction. I don't want to see this team wasted away. They got more action tonight than they did at the Survivor Series. Tyler Breeze didn't even get into the fucking match at Survivor Series. He didn't even take off his fucking glasses. Fandango was pinned 1, 2, 3 instantly. So they actually pin the Hype Bros. And a beautiful move. Slingshot, elbow by Fandango. Done. Breezango is standing tall. Now, next comes American Alpha. Obviously, that's not going to bode well for the Fashion Police. Fandango, he gets eliminated. He went for the same fucking move, and they get caught. And 1, 2, 3, very, very quick elimination. As soon as American Alpha comes out, the Fashion Police are eliminated. So they went for the same move that beat the Hype Bros. Did not work on American Alpha. Out come the Vaudevillains, and they're gone in less than fucking 30 seconds. What the fuck happened to the Vaudevillains, man? Holy shit. They were so over in NXT when they won the Tag Team Championships. And all of a sudden, they get put on the main roster. It's a glimpse of possible success. They win a tag team tournament on Monday Night Raw. They challenged the New Day for the tag team titles. Didn't win it, obviously. And now they're on SmackDown, and they are absolute fucking jobbers on SmackDown. What the fuck happened to the Vaudevillains, man? They desperately need a gimmick change, and they need a repackaging. Because they are going nowhere, and clearly WWE has no plans for them at all since they jobbed in 30 fucking seconds. Tag Team Turmoil. They stood no fucking chance. They were eliminated by American Alpha. So, the next team that comes out, clearly the Usos. And this is where the bulk of the match took place. In the end, Grand Amplitude to Jay. American Alpha goes on to challenge Rhino and Slater at TLC. But wait a minute. Wait a minute. The arena goes dark. We get a video on the Titantron. We see Bray Wyatt, Luke Harper, and Randy Orton. And they are looking down at American Alpha. They say that there is one more team in this tag team turmoil. And this will happen next week. The Wyatts are challenging American Alpha next week for a shot at the tag team championships at TLC. I like it, man. I like it. I have really grown to like Randy Orton in the Wyatt family, and especially what happened at the Survivor Series, man. I was very pleased to see the Wyatt family standing tall at the Survivor Series. It's about time the Wyatts look dominant. On SmackDown, with the thin roster that they have, they should. Now, I will say this. I was wrong. I didn't think this was going to last, but I'm happy that it is lasting, because the Wyatts look stronger than ever now with Randy Orton there. You know, if this means Bray Wyatt is going to get more wins under his belt, I'm all for it. And if it's going to make Bray Wyatt, after years of neglect by WWE Creative, if this is going to make Bray Wyatt look like a threat after several years of going nowhere, directionless, if this is going to make Bray Wyatt look like a threat with Randy Orton helping him along the way, I'm all for it, man. I really am. Randy Orton, you know, it looked out of place when it first happened, but now it looks like it works. And when they came on the screen and they challenged American Alpha, that's a fucking match to be hyped for, man. I can't wait to see that fucking match. That's a main event worthy match for SmackDown Live next week. And what if the Wyatts go on to beat American Alpha? What if they go on to beat Rhino and Slater? Who's to say that they won't conquer all of SmackDown? I could see the Wyatts holding all the gold on SmackDown. And that's something that you need to do. Turn this group into a dominant faction. You add one more piece to the fucking puzzle there. You got a fearsome foursome on SmackDown with the Wyatts. Maybe add a female. You're good to go, man. I like what's going on with the Wyatts, and I'm very interested to see what they do with this match next week. I understand American Alpha really hasn't been pushed as everybody expected on SmackDown, but their time will come. Bray Wyatt has had years and years and years of fucking neglect. This is 3.5 years now, going on 4 years, that he hasn't done anything, directionless. If this is going to get him into the spotlight, with Orton helping him along the way, you got my fucking blessing, man. I like it. Can't wait to see what happens next week on SmackDown. Ellsworth knows that he's in over his head. He wants to fight. Daniel Bryan is like, are you sure you want this? Are you sure you want this? Any man with 2 hands has a fighting chance, he says. And tonight, any man with 2 feet can climb the ladder to grab the contract to be here on SmackDown Live. All of a sudden, Dean Ambrose comes in the fucking frame again. This time, he's dressed as the fucking Mountie. He's dressed as the Mountie. Shane McMahon comes back and he's like, are you fucking kidding me? What are you doing here? Get the fuck out. He starts yelling all over the place, freaking out. Tells Ambrose to leave. Don't you want to know why I'm dressed like the Mountie? Dean Ambrose says. And Shane's like, no, I don't give a fuck why you dressed as the Mountie. Bryan actually wants Ambrose to stay, and he asks, why are you dressed as the Mountie? And then Dean says, because Dean, or the Mountie, always gets his man. Unbelievable. I was a big fan of the Mountie, man, and that fucking shock stick of his. I was a big fan of the Quebecers. Him and fucking, him and Pierre. They were a great fucking tag team, man. Managed by Johnny Polo. They were a catalyst in the whole Owen and Brett. Owen turning on Brett at the 94 Royal Rumble. I actually watched that a couple of weeks ago. Great shit. Great shit, man. That was an underrated fucking tag team. The Quebecers were beast. You know, the Mountie was fucking great, man. I love characters like that. He's a fucking legend. And Dean Ambrose was dressed as the Mountie tonight. Somehow he keeps weaseling himself back into the arena. Becky Lynch versus Natalia. This was nothing of importance here. Becky Lynch beat Natalia 7 minutes with a disarmor. Bliss, after the match, jumps Becky Lynch. she's getting her title match at TLC. So you guys know all about that. I don't know, man. They might actually give the title to Alexa. I would not be opposed to that, really. I would not be opposed to that whatsoever. I think Alexa in a heel role, and she's great as a heel, man. I think Mauro Ranallo asked Alexa Bliss as she sat in on commentary for this match, what do you think about your team captain being taken out at Survivor Series? And Alexa Bliss looked at Mauro Ranallo and was like, I don't care. I don't give a fuck about Nikki Bella. My concern is the Women's Championship. You're asking me about Nikki Bella. I don't care. Great shit by Alexa Bliss, man. I would not be opposed to her winning the title, honestly, and having Becky chase. But we'll see what happens at TLC. Nikki Bella and Carmella have a backstage segment. Nikki accuses Carmella of attacking her at Survivor Series. Carmella suggests that it was another woman, Charlotte, Dana Brooke. Nikki's made a lot of enemies because she's not exactly Mother Teresa, she says. And they are going to go one-on-one at TLC. So we're going to have 2 women's matches at TLC. Becky and Alexa. And we're going to have Nikki and Carmella at TLC. Shaping up to be a damn good pay-per-view, man. A lot of these feuds are going to have blow-offs. And then WWE will build, obviously, towards the Royal Rumble. Kane versus Baron Corbin. Earlier in the show, Daniel Bryan confronted Baron Corbin about interfering in the Intercontinental Championship match. You can't be interfering and doing what you want without having consequences have come your way. So Bryan was like, I'm going to punish you tonight. I am putting you one-on-one in a match against Kane. Was Daniel Bryan punishing Baron Corbin, or was he punishing the fucking people watching this show? Why would you give him Kane? Why would you book Kane versus Baron Corbin? Who the fuck would want to see that match? Baron Corbin's not being punished. You're punishing me. Get off my TV. Seriously. This match never even got started. 1 minute. Kalisto, go figure, comes in and gets, or at least tries to exact revenge here on Baron Corbin. And that was that. I'm assuming that match is going to be booked for TLC too. But again, who cares? You know? I don't think anybody's jumping out of their seat to see Baron Corbin and Kalisto feud. Give me a break. I'm glad this match got fucking ended quick. 1 minute. Thank you, Kalisto. God, if I have to sit through Kane versus Baron Corbin. And then the main event, clearly, Ellsworth, AJ Styles. This was a ladder match for Ellsworth's contract. If he wins, obviously he is employed to SmackDown. If not, he's gone. AJ Styles wanted him off SmackDown. He agreed to this. He didn't have to do it. Shane gave him a contract. It was there, ready to be taken. He's like, you know what? I'm going to fight. And if Ellsworth wins this match, Shane says he gets another WWE Championship match. Please. It's embarrassing. It really is fucking embarrassing. It's embarrassing to the fucking company that you're giving this guy more world title opportunities than a lot of these fucking guys on the roster right now. I mean, how many world title opportunities has Bray Wyatt got in 2016? Ellsworth has more shots at the WWE title than Bray Wyatt does. Does that make any sense to anybody? Give me a fucking break. How many more times are you going to have AJ Styles lay down for this guy and be embarrassed by this guy? That's another thing. AJ Styles is your WWE champion, and you don't care that he's constantly being embarrassed by James Ellsworth. I understand it's all in good fun. It's the catalyst to get Ambrose and Styles feuding, but this is your WWE champion. This is the most prestigious title in your fucking company. Fuck everything else. This man should be treated head and shoulders above everybody else, and you're having him lose to James Ellsworth? AJ Styles loses this match tonight, thanks to fucking Dean Ambrose. He came dressed in an Ottawa Senators jersey. I don't know whether he was dressed as the fucking hockey player or a goon. JBL even mentioned, look, he's dressed as the fucking goon. You guys remember the goon? Yeah, same outfit. I thought he legit fucking dressed from head to toe. I thought it was the goon. He plays a good goon, does Ambrose. But this match ended a la WrestleMania 10. Remember the outcome of that match? Razor versus Shawn and the epic ladder match? Shawn Michaels had his fucking foot caught in the top rope at WrestleMania 10. And Razor Ramon went on to win that match. Same thing happened here. AJ Styles took a nasty fucking bump. He was on the ladder got shoved over. Took another nasty bump. That's 2 nasty bumps that AJ Styles took in a span of 2 days. It looked fucking not fun. But he got back up. He tried to get back in the ring. He got his foot caught on the middle rope like Shawn Michaels did at WrestleMania 10 in that ladder match against Razor Ramon. And as his foot got caught in the rope, James Ellsworth climbs the ladder, pulls the contract down. It's over. Dean Ambrose comes back. He's celebrating with Ellsworth. He's circling the ring, running around. Ellsworth is crying. They go off the air. I don't care, dude. You know, enough is enough with this shit. Really. Enough is enough. This is your WWE champion, and to me it looks like AJ Styles is getting embarrassed every time James Ellsworth is around. Hopefully, AJ Styles gets his comeuppance. He gets his revenge in the ladder match, the TLC match at the pay-per-view. And all of this goes away, and we can concentrate on bigger and better things. The world title, going back to serious business. Hopefully Styles versus The Undertaker, etc., etc. But really didn't like tonight's show, man. The only thing that I really liked about tonight's show was the fact that Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton came out and challenged American Alpha. That is going to be a great fucking match next week. I can't wait to see what happens with that. And I would not be opposed to holding off American Alpha's climb, slowly but surely, for Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton. And I think that has a lot of potential, and I would love to see the Wyatts slowly but surely take over SmackDown, man. They're gelling right now. They're looking good. And if it means Bray Wyatt is going to become successful with Randy Orton, you know, next to him and partnering with him, I think it's going to be a good thing, man. So that's the best part of the show tonight. Also, Miz versus Ziggler announced for TLC in a ladder match in 2 weeks. But Monday Night Raw had the better show. Not usually that way, but I'm not going to fucking bullshit you guys. Monday Night Raw had the better show. SmackDown was off this week. Felt like a throwaway show. Hopefully they come back next week with that solid main event of Orton and Wyatt versus American Alpha. Thank you guys so much for sticking with me during this review. If you enjoyed the review, hit that thumbs up. Let me know what you guys are thinking down below. I will be back. I got a big story that I think I'm going to record right now. Late breaking news about everything coming out of the Survivor Series with Brock Lesnar and Bill Goldberg. Look for that. It should be uploaded tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Also, guys, quickly, I do want to make mention, Barbershop Window has their sale starting today. If you guys are even thinking about buying one of my new t-shirts, man, I got 2 new designs. I got JD is Negan, and I got Dana Brooke, Get Off My TV version 5. Everything on my Barbershop Window online store is 30% off for the entire week. If you guys are thinking about that, this week is the absolute best time to get your t-shirts. If you've been on the fence, if you guys want a gift for somebody, if you guys want one for yourself, this week is the best opportunity to do it. You're not going to get a better price than you are this week. After next week, it is over. They go right back to full price. Get yours today, man. 30% off is a fucking steal on everything. And there has been a lot of fucking activity on my Barbershop Window store today, man. So thank you to everybody that ordered a shirt. Greatly appreciate it. You are definitely helping out the podcast and the channel with all your support buying the t-shirts. Get yours today, man. Barbershopwindow.com. Link is down below in the description. Enter the coupon code Black Friday at checkout. You're going to save 30% off your fucking purchase, man. So thank you guys for everything. If you missed my Monday Night Raw review, that is live down in the description below. Make sure you guys check that out. And thank you to everybody that came over from the Survivor Series review. Big weekend. Hopefully YouTube has fixed itself. We're back into our good old momentum, man. We gained, what, about 500 subs in the last 2 days. So thank you guys so much, man. Greatly appreciate it. I am JD. Hit that thumbs up, and I will be back tomorrow, man. We're going to see it. Sexy Star versus Johnny Mundo. Lucha Underground. Gift of the Gods Championship being cashed in for a shot at the Lucha Underground Championship. Plus NXT coming out of NXT Toronto TakeOver, man. All that plus so much more this weekend and Friday off the script. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys tomorrow for NXT and Lucha Underground.